Okay, so we're going to do some potatoes and a little recipe I invented. I'm going to do loaded potatoes. I'm going to sheet cut the potatoes so that they'll be nice thin strips. And from there, we're going to add cheese and bacon and some sour cream. So first I'm just going to cut the ends off the potatoes. And I'm going to use my KitchenAid slicer. This is the best little machine KitchenAid has come out with in a long time. Just get all my little parts together here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it into the potato. You want to try to get nice fat round potatoes if possible, because that's what works best. And we're going to make very thin sheets of potato. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this into my thing. Now this little thing kind of holds it in place, and it says to install it up to the first mark, which is what I'm going to do, and there it is. Then I'm going to add the slicer, and it's just a very sharp blade that just sets in. Push this up, over, and then it comes up to the potato and start slicing. Okay, and here it comes. Just sheet after sheet of potato, nice and thin. There you have it. Now I'm going to take these sheets and I'm going to line this pan. I'm going to melt some butter, and I'm going to go ahead and start prepping the layers. Okay, we're going to remove this one and do a second potato. Just release this lever, lift off your blade. You're always going to have this little core, but I'm going to chop that up and use it too. It's just the piece that stays in the center. This potato might be a little big. Let's try it. And you can use the skins if you like, or don't if you don't. It's all about trying things. This wasn't something I just thought of in my head, and I was going to make potatoes. And I said, why not just do with the cutter and make some casserole with them. So my photographer's not here today, so I'm propping my phone up and trying to do this. So let's go ahead and do the second potato. And these little pieces, I'll go ahead and use those too. But once you get through because it has to be symmetrical, you'll get the nice sheets of potato like this. Isn't that beautiful? This is such an awesome kitchen gadget. There you go. That's how quickly you can do a whole potato. So we're going to start with some melted butter. And I'm just going to go ahead and brush that onto my baking dish. And again, there is no written instruction. You can kind of do what you want with this. I just kind of made it up in my head as I went along. And I'm going to see how big my sheets need to be. And go ahead and cut it all up into sheets. It's amazing. Did you ever think you would see potatoes sliced that thin and so quickly? And again, any little side pieces you have, just make a top layer just like you do if your lasagna noodles break. Okay, let's see. There. This was potato number 2. The size and shape of the potatoes is really makes a big difference. If you can find really nice fat ones, they work really good. But you want them kind of even, very, very ovally, because they tend to make the best sheets. Okay, and we have the extra pieces there. So I'm going to start with a layer of potato. Just so you can see that really good. I'm not sure if you're seeing it, but I'm going to do the same. Okay, sheet of potato, and I'm going to cut this lengthwise so that it'll fit in, because my dish isn't that wide. Okay, we're going to throw on a little more butter, because everybody, well, except my sister-in-law Patty, everyone likes butter. And then we're going to go ahead and throw on some sour cream, just kind This is just in my head, folks. It's just, why not? You do loaded potato skins, why not just make a whole tray of loaded potatoes and have a little fun in the kitchen? This is a hobby for me. So now I don't do this for a living. It's not a professional video. It's just me on having a day by myself and decided to make something interesting. I did this once before, but I didn't videotape it. I just showed the final pictures and described what I did, and a lot of people were asking me to do a video, so here she comes. Now, gotta have some bacon on a load of potato skin, right? So there we go with some bacon and cheese. Lots and lots of delicious cheese. This is the mixed blend of cheese. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and load up sheet number 2. And use the other half of that first sheet we did. A little butter. And I'm going to serve this with a side of sour cream because some people may want a little more on the side and some people don't like it at all, and they're going to be out of luck because I decided to just do this with the sour cream in there. Sorry, Scott. I'll make one without sour cream when you come to visit, I promise. I have a son who doesn't like any white condiments of any kind. Mayonnaise, doesn't matter. He doesn't like any of that. But anyhow, sorry, Scott, didn't need to let everybody know your secrets. And some more bacon. A little more. Get on the outside there. And after I bake this, you'll just be able to slice it, and it'll be delicious. It was the last time I tried it, and I even got an email from KitchenAid or a Facebook post asking me about it and saying it was a very clever idea. That was quite an honor. Because believe me, there's not too many KitchenAid attachments I don't own on my counter because I use them daily. And I have pretty much, I think, every attachment except for 1 or 2. So here we go. We're just going to keep layering it up, and I'll stop back and I'm going to put it in the oven for 350. Maybe I'll check it at about 30 minutes and see where we go from there. When I'm all done, I'll let you know exactly how much time it took me to do it. And I'm just going to keep layering, and if I have leftover, I'll use another casserole dish and do another one, but I'll show you the final product when I'm done. So the timer went off. This is after 30 minutes, and this is what I got from 2 potatoes. I'll take it out and I'll take some snapshots.